Alrighty. Hello, ladies and gents. We're gonna be drawing some people. We're drawing another jet, less like last week. But this one is gonna be different. We're not drawing Mint Phantom today. We are drawing Zentreya. So, let's see. So I started working on this pretty much over the week to complete the set of the pair. And, so what we've got going on now is we've got this aircraft right now, which is in it's an F-14 Tomcat called the Cybercat in Zentreya's colors. And, yeah, thank you. I was really trying hard for this one. Took a lot of the details from Zentreya's costume and Zentreya's outfit and stuck them and morphed them to the airframe to make more sense. So you have things like the, sort of like the nose here, which I need to make a slight change to. Actually, I'm going to make that now while I'm thinking about it. So this is sort of like the standard Tomcat cat's mouth, but it's got Zentreya's eye form to it. And so I've got a real quick... Let me make sure I've selected center body. Okay, we're good. Hold up. Why is a wrong thing? Thank you. No, it's not that large, but just, it's noticeable. Come on. There we go. And just gonna make some fine touches here. Boopity boop. Let's see. There we go. That's better. I'm good, Butterfly. How are you? Actually, is perfect. I was thinking of asking if you wanted to sit down and do an art collab at some point. I did one of these with another friend of mine before. Basically, we would just sit down, we'd draw, and we basically just chat the entire time. We would basically just draw our respective works, and it'd basically be like a chatting collab with our artwork as the backdrop. Sweet. What? So, like, when do you normally do your artwork? Because I normally do mine at this, I always do mine at this time, but I can shift things around if need be to make a match. And frankly, I'm thinking about shuffling my schedule up anyways, so this would be the perfect opportunity to look that over. Draw at any point in time? Okay. Would you want to try this time frame for next week? Basically 7 p.m. I run 7 p.m. EST to about 11 p.m. EST. So 4 hours for me. I feel like that looks... Let's try cleaning up the edge of this before I say anything. You're an hour ahead, so make sure to be ready at 5. Okay, yeah. Alright, cool. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to write something down to make sure I don't forget to put this down for my schedule. Where is it? Dues week. No. Asking? No. I'll give myself a reminder on my my phone. Hold up. There we go. Could be wrong. Okay. I think I'm about an hour and a half. Yeah, I am at 7. It's 7:17 where I am right now. Calendar and save. Wait. Shit. And going to schedule for Sunday. Cool. That is in. I'll get that reminder later. Sweet. Nice. All right. So that is now happening. So what else has been happening? I saw you were playing Minecraft the other day when I jumped in. All right. I think that's a better. I think the 7s look less off. Tornado hitting the power out. Ooh, Jesus. That is... Damn. That's rough. Sorry. Holy shit. That's the 7s. That's that. Was I thinking of doing anything else? Or was I just going to do the shadow layer now? Shadow and highlights. Oh, by the way, if you know how to... I remember, I think last week you told me to use shadows and highlights on different layers. How do I get it so I can get them to clip? Oh, shit. How do I get them to clip into the same... How do I get, like, different layers to clip into the same layer? Because otherwise I would just clip the... because otherwise I think I'd be clipping the highlights on top of the shadows. Unless that's the way it's supposed to be done. Let's go ahead and do shadows for this one first. These ones are going to be the easiest. Let me see. It's... Usually have the layer set to multiply or add layer, lightens and darkens the values with touching the other. That might be what I'm doing wrong. The layer set to a multiply or add layer. Let's use this layer as an experiment for that. Wait, hold up. Let me see. Shadows. Select, copy, fill, clear, alpha lock, mask, clipping mask, invert, reference. Something different. I'm not even sure if I have that. Huh. Oh well. I guess we're just gonna play around. Now then, let's look at shadows here. Nope, brush is too small. Hold up. That looks kind of good. Settings can also be called lighten or darken. I wonder what's under here. Nope. Well, that shading helped. Question is, this lighting is technically coming from a sort of like top-down direction. So somewhere that like that. Actually, hold up. I'm going to increase the opacity here. Actually, that looks better. Exception of maybe needing a harder line here because of the wing, creating a very, very hard shadow. Nope. Ooh, yep, I like that. I like that. There we go. Here's where things are going to get weird because my layers are all kinds of holy shit here. Like this section that makes up like the main body between the engines and the wings is like 3 or 4 different parts. Lower the opacity for these, lower the brush settings, and I think I'll rotate to the center body. Next, just to clear some of these little pieces. Name center body shades. Here we go. Nope. Brush is way too big. Wait, hold up. Nope, I want something like this, probably. Slight. I'm going to turn this to Baskerville. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, God, nope. Whoops. Hold on, what's my stabilization set to? 31, good enough. Doesn't need to be high. Oh, shit. But my hand sure needs to be fucking stable. There it is. Alright, and now we can do that soft brush with this one. Alright. Oh, hold up. There it is. Probably should have made that thing its own separate layer. That might have helped with shading a little bit. That's better. Much better. And then do a next little extra there. Just to help kind of express that's the darker underbelly of the airframe. Now, for you, I know that you're a bolder red. Let's go ahead and make you a little bit darker. Not the soft brush, Baskerville. Thank you. Now, this isn't like gray, so I wonder how this is going to work. No, quite well, actually. Perfect. That works. Now then. Windshield highlights should be relatively easy. Let's do those next. Alright, rename windshield highlights. Right, and clipping mask. Thank you. Alright, so you're the layer I made this out of. Soft brush, cool. Oh yeah, hold up. I'm gonna turn the opacity up to like that. Oh, and I gotta turn up the brush size. My bad. Why are you there? Oh, hold up. It's the verticals base, isn't it? Nope. Which fucking frame is it? Nope. Well, that's definitely not it. Nope. Damn, what is that fucking layer? Oh no, it's in the windshield layer. Hold up. Okay, I don't know why that was there. Cool. Now returning to our regularly scheduled program. And then we're going to do a little bit of smudging. Oh, shit. Why is that brush size so damn big? Sweet. Excellent. Now, let's do let's go back to the center body actually. Let's see if we can get some of these highlights in. Here's the pure white. All right, now the question is, okay. Right, my bad. I should be on center body shades. There it is. And I should definitely turn that opacity down a bit. Oh yeah, like, actually no, I should probably just use a separate fucking color. A light gray. Yeah, that seemed better. Almost seems yellow. I think it needs to be a little bit darker. And at a lower opacity. Yes, that is much better. Much, much better. Much, much better. Whoops, hold up. Forgot those are part of the same section. There we go. There we go. So that highlight. Now then, gonna add a darker black here, and maybe like a solid line, so we get the line shadows from these fins, antennas, whatever. Nah, like this, but slightly darker should be enough. So, you know, what angle is the light coming from? I'm thinking top down, like this way. Oh, hold the phone. What are you guys and where did you come from? What the fuck? Okay. That was fucking weird. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm gonna grab some of this and turn it down, way down. Give me the brush. View. There we go. There we go. Hello, Chaos. I'm good. How are you? I am drawing a fighter jet that I think is really cool, and that I'm really happy with how the base coloration came out. Now I just need to make sure I don't fuck up the highlights so it looks, like, perfect. Hold up. I need to turn up the opacity here. No, I think I need to make it black. Actually black. Oh, that's a bit too much. Turn down that brush size and try again. Unlock being able to research rank 7 in the Japanese tree. Ooh. I don't have 11-0. Nice. There, and then we'll... There it is. Reduce the opacity on this one because it's not going to take a lot to make it. Cool. And you got lost on the micros. Wonderful! Well played. Alright, so let's see. How are we going to do this? Might need to be a bit darker here. Not sure I see a difference. Type 93. Yeah, the Type 93 Toyota, yeah. That thing's gonna be a menace. Boogity boogity. Alright. They feel very minor. Barely noticeable. Now we're gonna grab some of this. Soft brush it. Turn down the opacity. No, hold up. Thought I changed the brush stroke. I did not. That'd be why. Turn the brush size down even further. Well, maybe not. It's better. Yep. And then we'll use the smudge tool here. Opacity, decrease size. There we go. Excellent. Hold up. Why are you still so large? There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and add a temporary layer. I'm not even going to name it. I'm just going to have these be the sort of shade lines that tell me where everything is. Yeah. All right, and now. All right. All right. So that's that shade line, that's that shade line. Kind of give me a sense of direction here. But those are just going to be for the vertical tails. So now, swap back to center body shades. Soft brush. Ow. Let me see. What was I thinking? Brain was going somewhere. There it is. Soft brush. Yeah. Wait. That feels better for the shadow. Yes. And now... Nope. Let's get rid of all this. I think that's effective. For the back center body. Now, TKXP, the prototype. Wait, when did they add that? I don't remember that one. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, I'm going to just erase these because I think my... Cool. Now there. There we go. There's that line of shading. Crumb! How you doing? Thanks for the raid, buddy. How you doing? How was the stream? We are currently in the middle of adding the shading to a drawing of an F-14 custom made in the colors and design of Zentreya from VShojo. This was spawned off of the conversation between her and Mint Phantom about liking Ace Combat, and we drew Mint's Phantom last week, which turned out looking like this. And we are now working on finishing up the shading on the Cybercat. Ah, yes. Yep. This is the part 2. And then I'm going to move on to picking whichever one comes next. And I'm kind of debating if I want to do this because this is going to be ballsy, but when I'm done with this one... Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Exile's elite unit, the Skirmisher. What does that look like? Nope. I need something darker. Especially for... Dude in bolted armor reminiscent of Sapper Panzer armor from the First World War. Sapper Panzer? Does that mean tank destroyer armor? Or like tank... What does sapper mean? I'm trying to decode that term. Panzer means armor. Yep, that one I remember. But sapper is the part I haven't seen. Panzer means both a type of armor and tank. Yeah. I know. I remember that Panzer, what is it? I think it's Panzerwagen was what they called the tanks, and it literally translates to armored car, or armored vehicle, rather. So I'm not familiar with the first half of that's Sapper half. I don't know if that means like destroyer or saboteur. Panzerkampfwagen, there it is. Panzerkampfwagen, there it is. Sapper is an engine. Oh! Armored wagon, yes. And I remember the Kampf means like struggle or conflict, so that means armored struggle. That means like armored war vehicle. Is what it literally translates to. Hold on, I'm gonna take this friggin' designer glove off. It's bothering me. Armored struggle wagon. Yep. Now then, I'm gonna tone down these a little bit. Add some darker highlights in this space. And now we're going to do some hard erasure along this line. We used to play... Yeah, I know, but it's been so long since I played War Thunder, I forgot. I've been actually thinking about going back to it, because I kind of miss it. I kind of miss having something competitive to play and scream at when I get my ass beat. Armored fighting. It literally means armored conflict. Have I ever played Hoi 4? No, I have not. I've never played that game. Ooh, we could do like a Hoi 4 collab. Bell and Crumb, Hoi 4 collab. Idea, what think? I'm doing it in the morning. Sick of SP? I have to due to the fact that Bomb's the host for... Ooh. Oh, come on, Bell. What's it gonna kill you to get up early in the morning for one day, huh? Now, cool. Body shades. He owns all the DLC there for he hosts. Start at 10 a.m. PST. That translates to 7 a.m. Eastern. No. 1 p.m. Eastern. 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's not bad at all. What day does he usually do those? Let's do... Let's do the red engine base here. So I don't need this. I'm going to choose a lighter color for the shades. Now, real quick, going to get these interference shadows. Yeah. Oh, hold up. My bad. Gotta create the shade layer first. Hold up, there it is. Right. Engine. Shades. Fortunately, work 8 to 5 Monday to Friday. Ran arms dealer Canada. Hold up, Crumb, what day of the week do you guys play it? Oh, shit, yeah, no, that takes me out the window, too. I get up for work at 5 in the morning. Oh, I almost forgot something in the center body shades. So it takes 2 hours to wake up. Oh, yeah, I don't have 2 hours to wake up. Now back to the right engine shades. Back to this. Here. Do the hard one first. Carve that piece out there. Which it did need to be. Cool. Hold up. Boogity boogity. Swoogity swoogity. Alright, cool. By SP, we're talking single player. Oh, single player. Running with rifles on January 1st. Oh, boy. I remember that game. Sweet. That's there. July 1st. Did I say January? I swear to fuck. I read July. I swear if I read July and said January, I'm gonna... Fuck. Oh. No, you said July. I said January. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you said July and I read that as January, I swear, just fuck my brain right now. Cool. Here it is. Cool. Clipped it. Okay, cool. Lovely. Ooga booga. Me brain no do the things. Any of the things. Size here. Just a little bit more. Three different shadows over there. Now here is going to be a bit of an exception due to the lighting coming in from the back. Huh. All right, good enough. All right, now time for highlights. Oh yeah, turn that opacity shit way down. And use light gray instead. No, we can use white, but we have to turn the opacity way the fuck down. Well, let's go ahead and try and merge it into this and see what happens. Cool. I think that floats. Admittedly, I'm working on the toughest section first, so I suppose I have that going for me. Oh. Now, let's do the left engine base while we're here. Left engine shade. Yep, don't forget your merits, guys. Bell has just carried the sailors to a tie. And right now we're sitting at we're sitting at even for everybody. Everybody's tied. And we can't have that, now can we? And now the Marines are ahead. Very good, very good. I support the branch you would go into if you did. Hey, do it. Real quick, I'm gonna actually touch the left engine base. Actually, no, I'm gonna finish the shade, finish when I start, and then I'll deal with that one little pixel sticking out bothering me. Yep, that works. All right, yes. Now, real quick. Oh, shit. There we go. And now back to the shades. I'm going to do that one last, actually. Actually, no, I should do it first. Because that one has a hard line to it. Which means I'm going to have to redo that line as well. Sad face. Excellent. Now we're here. Back again. Oh, shit. Opacity. All right. Actually, I'm going to try doing this. Much better. I like the subtle hinting better. Real quick, go over to the right engine and apply that while we're here. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, that'll do. I think there's much I can do with that one. Back to the left engine. It looks better on this side. Hold up. I keep finding all these little fucking pixels everywhere. Just being like, hi, you missed me. Yeah. Watch this. Dumbass. Alright, now, where was I? That looks, yeah, it looks a little better. Ugh. Now, let's do some interference shading. Actually, might be better just to use like the darker gray type shading here. There we go. All right. Now, if I were to hide these lines, what would I have? Some ugly bits over there. All right, I gotta select that layer first. Nope. Fuck. Little bit. Sweet. Left engine shade. Soft brush. And now we just got to do the side here. Hold up, hold up, hold up. That's the left engine shade, right? Oh, right, I forgot to turn the fucking opacity down. That's why. Brain. All right. Now we do that. Cool. Oh. Shit. Hold up. Wrong fucking layer. That's why everything feels wonked. First of all, I'm going to take some transparency to this and just shave this down a little bit. Better. Now we go back to this. Sweet. Better. Actually, hold on. Better. All right, that's that. Now let's do the verticals base layer. Verticals, shades, clipping mask, good. Turn the opacity down here. All right. Cool. That should do. And now we'll take some white here, turn this down, and just trace the outline. Up the opacity by a lot because we're dealing with light colors here. Hold up. Let's turn this up a bit. This smidge. Okay. Highlights there. I'm gonna experiment with something here real quick. Let's see how adding this would work. Like a small interference shadow as a result of these tail surfaces meeting. Because this is a slight joint. Nope, that's the wrong angle for this. Hold on. Hmm. Oh, shit. Hmm. Can't tell if that actually helps or not. Anybody who's around and understands shadows, what do you think of the ones I just stuck on the tail here? Do they help or do they take away from it? Fix the gradient between them so it blends better between the ones on the engines. No, I'm talking about these little bands at the base of the tail. So when where the horizontal stabilizers kind of merge into the fuselage, there is a change in the gradient of the camber, like in the gradient of the scale of the airfoil. And I'm wondering how to highlight that, if I should even do it at all. Kind of harsh and how it cuts off. The one up top, you mean? Or both of them? See, I'm just going to get rid of both of them. Oh, hold up. Should I even address them at all? Mel, I took them off so I can reform them. Give me a minute. Two different shadows. Oh, fuck. If you're talking about the shadows that come off the tails down, like, this way, that's supposed to be that way because the lines... because the, that's because of the shadow of the lighting angle in the tail fins creating very hard lines and shadows because of the proximity. Everything else is a little more blurry-edged because it's out of the light. Because it's out of the light directly. Or just out of the light. The ones on the tails are fine, motherfucker. Too late now. Hold up. I'm putting them back. Different pages and different shadows. Yep. There we go. So that's those. Cool. Now we're going to add some shadows here. Require a very small brush size. I think that'll do just fine if it's even noticeable. There we go. Ow. Fucking ears. They do not like being headset forever. Alright, now we'll deal with the actual vertical shadows there in a bit. Alright. That'll be good. Now, let's do the left intake base real quick. Actually, let's do the elevators while I'm thinking about this. Let's create another layer here. Name left elevator shades. Let's see. And clipping mask that. Goody. Stay in every pose I make to see. That's if your skirmisher is hilarious and unfortunate. Hmm. 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 Most powerful of power squats. Oh my god. That sounds painful. Excellent. Now then, turn off that layer real quick. Left intake base. The seat my headset differently on my head because it keeps falling off elseways. Oh shit. I've been doing this in the wrong fucking layer. Intake. Shades. Clip. Thank you. Cool. Oh shit. Excellent. Very good. There's that. Boom. Skadoosh. Alright, in this case, I'm gonna need the black. Because dark surfaces. Honestly, hold up. I should have been using that this entire time because those look like fucking highlights. Let's go take care of these first. Hmm. So when you say the most powerful of power squats, are we talking like crunching spaceships? Oh, hold up, you sent me a picture. Oh, that one. Oh, you sent me a clip. Never mind. So when you're talking power squats, are you talking like squatting like a boulder, or are we talking squatting a spaceship? Squatting like he's about to end the universe in one blow. Holy shit. Talking madmen. He's on a whole different level. How do I conceptualize that? Conceptualize this, dumbass? Also known as you fucking don't. Okay. I like that. We're going to up the size a little bit here. Oh, that looks much better. Yeah, the shadows on the ass end of the tail do look way too harsh. Hold up, I'm going to try and smudge up the edges a bit. All right. I think it's also the problem that it's just not straight. It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be straight because the engine nacelle is curved. Engine shades. Yeah. Okay. Turn down the opacity for this one. Excellent. Now to the left elevator shading. I think that shading looks a little better. I'm going to erase using the airbrush here. Nope, that's not working. That's better. That's actually much better. I need this radius to be a little smaller. That's better. The line looks less hard. Less flaccid, as some VTubers might say. All right. Now let's get out the black again. Soft brush. sure this shit's turned way the fuck down. And rotate back to the left intake shades. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and maybe we'll up the size a little bit. Yep. Now we'll do the other intake. Right intake shade. Clip. Cool. Oh, my fucking ears. Turn this size down a lot more because hold up. I'm using the wrong fucking stroke. And opacity. Picture the skirmishers. You made 2 models. Ah! Yeah, he doing power squats. All right. And now for you. Cool. I'm going to go back to black real quick and change layers back to the other intake. Oh. All right, now we can do the wings. Actually, hold up. This thing is bothering me. I may have to go through this with the eraser because I think I've run into a case of where the shadows just feel way too robust on the back end. Also, gonna need help determining the backdrop for this. Well, I'm thinking about this. Let's just get this one out of the way. It's not going to be hard, and I don't want to forget about it. VTuber base. Boogity boogity. Swiggity swiggity coming for yougity. Oh shit, I forgot a spot on the right intake. Let's brush down all the way. Yep. Okay. Now I think all that's left is the wings, and then I just have to soften the shadows on the aft end, and I think we're done for the most part. Wait, no, then I have to do the background. Fuck. Man, what is with my functionality? It is gone today. Right, wing, shades, clip and mask. Oh, whoops, other wing. My bad. Well, real quick, I'm going to pull up a reference item. Never mind, I deleted them all. No, I didn't. Interesting. I guess I'm drawing the lighting from a different angle then. That's fine. I can work with that. I just need to soften those shadows. Probably until they look like the shadows on the actual underside of the tail there. Question is... No. What do you think, Crumb? Does that shade... Is this shade helpful? Just flipping back and forth between those two. Undo, redo, undo, redo. Can't tell if that's actually useful or not. I'm gonna go to the other wing in the meantime. Left wing base plus rename wing shades. Clip mask. Nope. All right, there's that. That wing is now shaded. All right, now let's address some of this ass end shading that I've clearly fucked up. Switch to syrup. Wait, no, hold up. That's not for this. For you. Yeah, you. Cool. Cut down the opacity to like 10% and then just increase the size. Give one of my ears a break. Wonder if it'll be different for if I just like use this thing at really high opacity. Oh god. Fuck that noise. Oh, that's why everything feels weird. I'm smudging the wrong fucking layer. Switch to this one. Cool. I like that. Now you. Kind of tell it's there. Good. Now, other engine. Motherfucker. Now all we need to do is change up that one on the center body. There we go. It's there, but not as hard of a line. That's good. All right, now I need a background. And maybe contrails. All right, I'm going to rename that one to Clouds. And then contrails can go above left wing. That should be fine. Awesome to collab on. Ooh, which game? Well, as soon as you can hear me. No. No. Which game, by the way? Airships Conquer the Skies? What game is that? Never heard of that thing before. But it sounds interesting. God, my frame rate's slowing down on my device from all this. It's on Steam. You're drawing, I'm assembling models. Yeah. Both of our streams are categorized under art, right? I was thinking we could do a collab of that. I was actually about to reach out to you when I tuned into you and be like, hey, you want to try this? And I realized you were like an hour and a half into your stream, and I was like, maybe shouldn't ask that now. I've done I believe you may have been, I don't know if you were you there for the art collab with Rosa? Oh wait, are you talking like an art collab as in two people work on the same piece? Because that's a whole different ballpark. And we could do that. The question then is, what do people make? Stuff for wanting to do for XCOM Terror from the Deep? Perhaps. Now we can add in some clouds. Let's do that. Sable. Shit, turned way up to 11. And then we turn the smudge tool all the fucking way up. I need the sables to be a little more spread out. Miniatures of the moment. Nice. Oh, shit. That actually looks like it's running across the wave. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. I have an idea. Hold up. We're renaming this. This is going to be like a top-down view. And now... Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense because the lighting would be off. Nice. Wait, hold up. I do have an idea on how I can do this. Wait, no, leave that there. Decrease the size. Now, I wonder if I can, yeah, do some of this. No, maybe a little lighter. No, hold up. I need to make this a little more blue and a little less magenta. Honestly, nah. The blue just isn't visible enough. Much better. Nope, that's erase. My bad. Now, how the hell would I paint like a wake? There. I like that. Who thinks what? I think this picture is post ready. Oh. Oh, I think this looks good. All those still alive in the chat, vote of confidence. You think this is done or not? I think I'm done here. Yeah, Bell, it is a me decision. Thanks. I'm asking what you think, smartass. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as a PNG. Save to files. Why is there an underscore here? Is there an extra space there? I mean, you're thinking about how you just did a massive fucking thanks. All right. That thing is done. So now, then, I think it's time to move on to the next project, which I was thinking is going to be a bit of a risk here. Because I was thinking of making this project specifically for Maury Calliope, because she's been out for a knee surgery and she isn't going to be back until late May. At least that's what she's thinking, according to a post that she made recently. So I'm debating if I want to take the swing and try and make fan art for fucking HoloLive, which has the highest standards on the planet, or what. Colomancer. Right, we gotta rewrite Hime here. An adventurer like you till you took an arrow to the knee. Shove off. Okay. Right, I need to turn off the stabilization for you here. 11 double draconic. I will be saving the gonna be making one for Vienna because her new debut is absolutely fucking stunning. You're boned? What'd you do? Five Astral Dragon. Ooh. Wrecked. I'm thinking Haruka will be the CF. Yeah, 18. Question is what? Send out the German Kriegsmarine I don't know who you're asking for help. I'm an American. I don't speak that yet. Ow. Can't build things fast enough. Shame. I need to rewrite LEs. Question is, what do I call her new one? Because Ellie loves Helsing Abridged, as do I. So naturally, hers is going to be an SR-71 that has to do with has something to do with the line. Do you even read my Christmas list? So the question is, what do I call it? I feel like I should call it. Oh no, I should call it the naughty list. Yes. Actually, I'm just gonna. Yes, I did read your Christmas list. Trust me, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. You're going to get exactly what you asked for. There it is. I did read your Christmas list, and you're gonna get exactly what you deserve. Boom! Right, I was gonna give Sarway, not the Rafale, but the Mirage F1. Need to look something up real quick on the side, though, before I confirm that. No, I don't care. Whoops, shit. Alright, what are the specifications? Armament, 230mm cannons with a capacity of 13,900 pounds with a practical maximum load of 8,000 pounds. No way. The Mirage F1 was so good that the Americans actually bought it for adversary rules? That's fucking cool. All right, now let's look at the Dassault Mirage 3. Mirage, actually, it was compared to the Mirage 5. Mirage 5. Specifications. All right. So, in theory, the same payload as the Mirage 5, in practical terms, with a lot of advantages in terms of operability. Yeah, Saraway is going to be the Mirage F1. 100,000%. I am going to go ahead and call this one the Swedish name that I was thinking of before. Alright, cool. That's done. Andreas Cybercat is done. So now it is time to create another piece. Oh wait, hold up. I almost forgot to export the time lapse. Nope. Video. Export time-lapse video, 30 seconds. And give that a moment. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna draw the... I'm gonna draw the AC-130 that I'm gonna make for Maury. Because naturally the corresponding quote here, what is a Grim Reaper but an angel of death? Alright. Hold up. Singing Reaper will be the name of this one. Alright. 11 is a blue background for now. But I suspect that's going to change because I want to give this thing a sort of battle background scene. So now, let's go ahead and import some files, import some reference images here. There's that one. I have 4 reference images that I'm going to kind of use here. Big photos of the modal. I see them. A third of what you've printed. Holy shit. God damn. Alright. Using my fucking finger to hell with this. Insert a file. Here we go. All right. One is most of the directorate stuff since he wanted to paint the robots. The rest are either model updates awaiting a print session. Models need to be based. Okay. Nice. This isn't even a quarter of my full power. We'll keep this one hidden away for later for examples of highlighting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start creating a new color palette. All right. All right. I'm probably going to keep those grays. Pretty much use all the grays, whether it be for shading, so I'm just going to keep all of them. And then I can figure out the pink in a bit. Or I can guesstimate at it now. There, I think. I think that's about Maury's. I'll use that as a darker. Something there a little lighter. Cool. It's 144 models. Holy shit. God damn. All right. So let's see. I'm going to start with drawing the vertical tail from the angle I want because I can recognize that fucking thing at any angle. That vertical tail on the fucking C-130 frame is so goddamn big. I don't think I've... Crumb, have I ever questioned how serious I am? How serious you are? Because I hope I haven't. Seems like a toxic thing to do. Cool. Let's keep it that way. I will not question another person's dedication, because I wouldn't want anybody to question mine. All right. I may have to make this frame a little wider here, but right now I'm going to focus on trying to get the desired angle. Let's start by trying to get the shape of the fuselage here. Nope. Okay, so I've underestimated the size of the frame is what I've done here. Cool, that I can work with. Oh, shit. That looks to be about right for a center body shape, kind of. Maybe round this off a little bit more. Oh shit, hold up. I'm doing this on the wrong fucking layer. Cool. Merge down. There we go. Cool. Alright, so how long does this tail run? This tail looks like it runs... Tail spine looks like it runs almost a third of the way up the fuselage. It's a long fucking way. There we go. It's a clean curve to the tail there. I think that's a good spine. Good as I'm gonna get it, I think. Yep, that gives me more space to work with on the ass end, which I think I'm gonna need because the tail's probably gonna stick out a little bit. Well, let's draw the wing and the tail surface of the angle I want them, and then if I need to, I can alter the shape of the tail with a warp or a distortion. Oh. Hold up, that looks more like a proper fucking tail. Shit, hold up. Fucking volume. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and warp this tail then. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and erase. I'm gonna go ahead and erase that. Excellent. I like that better. Even if it's only poking out from behind the tail, I like that better. Right, now, the wing root begins... No, that one's got the flaps out, so I can't actually tell with that one. Hold up. I'm gonna have to pull out another reference image if I can find one. I don't have one. Fuck. But it looks like the wing root is about slightly forward of this. And it starts about halfway down the fuselage. So I'm gonna have to alter the tail surfaces. I'm gonna need... I'm either gonna have to draw smaller or alter the angle, and I think I'm gonna go with altering the angle here. Better. better. All right, that wing is there. That wing is there. This is where perspective is going to come in. Hmm. 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 Yeah, making this wing is a little harder than I thought it would be. Hmm. Come on. And the actual fucking wing reaches from like right here to right here. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's what the problem is. Damn. Also, something else I just realized. Hmm. Huh. Okay. I think I've got the right shape now. Let's see if I can distort it to the right elevation. That almost just looks bent. I think it looks better. Chad, I could use some thoughts on this wing. Feels a little... This one finally feels kind of aligned. I'm wondering if I should fix the tail instead. I think I'm going to try adjusting the tail again. That's better, I think. Question is, how the fuck do I mirror this on the other side? The answer is simple. I just fucking do it. There's the answer. Ooh, that's money. That's cash fucking money right there. I'm gonna real quick go ahead and there's that. No. God damn it, this mail slot is stupefyingly hard to fucking draw. It's the tail. Hold up. Insert file. Let's bring that a minute back real quick. Yeah, that's nice and clear. Hold up. I'm gonna go and hide that layer real quick. Come on. Damn, who the fucking thought it'd be so hard to draw the line work on a fucking tube? Jesus, this thing really is a fucking pack of guns with wings. Hold up. Alright, now, how many windows you got? 3 more, and then 3 in the middle. It's a lot of fucking windows. That helps. Hold up. I'm gonna turn the stabilization up for this. Now I'm gonna turn it back down. Oh. Alright, let's finish drawing that center line. Oh. I think I'm gonna need more pictures of the AC-130 in order to make this shit work. Can't tell if the engine pod, if the fucking wheel well merges. Actually, wait, no. I can kind of see it through with the propeller. All right. That helps. Come on. Dum, dum. Hmm. I think I'm just going to copy paste this part. All right, hold on. Cool. Boom. Okay, it's not that large, but it is there. It's noticeable. Now the real question is, how do I draw this in such a way that doesn't look like just some random piece of shit hanging off the nose? Ooh. Oh, fucking hell. See, they have that blocking that from forward fire. They have this door here. So this does have a slight curve to it. That's better. I think this is going to be where I'm going to stop for the night because I'm getting to the point where my ears can't take much more wearing these headphones. So we're going to go ahead and look for somebody to raid out to. Ooh. Hold up. Nobody else. There's a whole lot of not people here. No, it looks like Project Melody just got started. We could raid into her, but she's probably not for our community. We could raid into Ruby. Ruby does a lot of gacha games, but it looks like she's having a watch party of something. But it looks like a reality TV show, so I'm not interested. You know, I haven't raided Yuzu before, and she seems to be up and running right now. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Yuzu. Assuming, yeah. Let's give this a shot. Sorry, I gotta wait for this fucking ad break to clear on her stream so I can make sure the username is right. So everybody, thanks for showing up. Make sure to drop the Blade Raid command so you know who sent you. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. Alright. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I understand it's a, little bit boring, but I'm gonna see him work on seeing how I can add to it. So I will see you all next time.